Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone, to the impromptu live stream. Unplanned, unnotified. Glad to have you guys all here.
Welcome, everyone.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Let me know if you can hear me in the chat by dropping a 1 or the funniest emoji that you can think of. Just going to wait on you guys. So this entire live stream is a little bit of a celebration because on May 2nd last year, we launched the trading floor, and it's just been an absolute roller coaster ever since. We've grown to upwards of 6,000 traders, and we've gotten so many people profitable, and we've brought some of those profitable traders on this live stream to explain a little bit about their journey to you guys and let you know that it's not just a pipe dream, that it's actually possible to become profitable. These are your, not to diminish anyone, average, everyday people who have made a lot of money clicking buttons on a computer. It's wonderful. So, before we get started, let me briefly talk about the trading floor. The trading floor is a full-on platform where we made, indicators, we made a community, we made step-by-step instructions, and every single tool and resource that you could possibly scour and find on the internet, all in one place for a really low price. The Walmart business plan. So I'm going to bring two people on really quick, and they're going to introduce themselves. First up, we have Christy, and second, we have Brutus. We are the three founders of the trading floor. So Christy, if you want to say a few quick words about yourself and how you're the queen of making a ton of money.
No. Hi, guys. My name's Christy, or Christykins that a lot of you guys know me by. If you're in the community, you for sure know me. Or you might have heard Artie talk about me here or there occasionally on his channel. But yeah, so that's it. I am a day trader and I help educate in the community. I do a lot of the strategy building, and I'm pretty into data collecting and all that stuff. That's kind of like my thing. And yeah, that's kind of where I stand with the community. Indices are my thing. I don't really waste time on Forex pairs all that often anymore. But if you like Forex, you can definitely check out the guy below me. So you can hear what he has to say.
Hello, everyone. I'm Brutus, another one of the founders. You may know me for my live streams. And yeah, I focus more on Forex pairs. I really try and focus on the technical side of marking up charts. And I take a lot of pride in that. Things like higher time frame trading, technical analysis, and things like that. And yeah, stream 3 times a week for the members. And I'm always there for if you need any help or any advice, things like that. I'm always around to talk. But yeah, that's me.
Cool. All right. So what I want to do first is introduce the members. We have Alex, Bitcoin Trucker, Jeremy, and Miss Navy. These are just a few of the members from TTF, but they're the ones that actually were comfortable getting on camera and talking to you guys. They're also some of my favorites. And I'm going to start with the first one because he is an anomaly. First up, we have Bitcoin Trucker. What's up, buddy? I'm going to give the audience here a quick background. We launched on May 2nd, and like 3 days before we launched, this guy, I don't know how, but got into the community and was like, hey, where's all the courses? And we weren't even ready to launch yet. Somehow this guy, he's so good, he snuck his way in before anybody else did. So if you want to introduce yourself and give a quick rundown of how you found us and your little bit of your backstory and your career path, because that has a lot to do with your username.
Yeah, my name's Adam, by the way. And when I first got started in trading was back around like 2017 with crypto trading bots. And I didn't really know how to trade. And I mean, I made a little bit of money because, I mean, back then was like one of the big pumps on Bitcoin. And so, if you bought, you made money. So
Totally.
then it got to the point where, everything pulled back and like obviously I wasn't making any money, and I'm like, okay, whatever, forget this, and kind of forgot about it for a while. And then in, let's see, it would have been 2021, I think, or right out about 3 months after you started your channel. That's where I got back into trading again. And yeah, I mean, the rest is kind of history. You're where I started taking trading seriously, as far as like, okay, obviously, like what I was doing before, like I didn't know what I was doing. So I need to learn how to actually do this. And then that kind of, everything snowballed into, this is something I could actually do to make a living. So yeah, it's all been forward from there.
That's awesome. And you've been in, so we have this thing called Strategy Wars. If you guys are unfamiliar with it, we have the entire community basically teaming up. Each person chooses their own strategy to trade with. And these 5 or 6 teams like to battle against each other for an entire 30 days. And you have chosen the DeLorean team for 3 seasons. How did that go for you? How was the first one versus the third one?
It's been really good. It's been just more and more learning and improving each and every time. I like DeLorean because it makes it easy to visualize price action. And like ultimately that was my goal, to where, I can just sit down at a chart for, an hour or 2 a day and pay my bills and then go about the rest of my business. And it's really been helping me bridge the gap between just following what an indicator shows or gives a buy or a sell signal, to actually understanding how to read price action and how to trade it.
When Christy came up with Strategy Wars, I was just like, this is a golden idea. I was a little bit standoffish about it at first, and then I started getting into it, and the commitment and the consistency that you have to have throughout the entire month, plus the added pressure of competing against other teams, it brings a whole nother level to trading, and it gets you used to, even if you're not trading real money and you're just doing it on demo account, it gives it that added pressure that you would feel if you were trading real money. So I was absolutely in love with that.
Yeah, especially like you said, to where it forces you to stick to it, to stick to your plan, because so many people struggle with that. And just, like you said on your channel a long time ago, like take one trade and, oh, this is, I lost. This is total garbage. And, it could be a very profitable strategy. You just happen to lose the first trade. Like, I don't know how many times I've done that when I started experimenting and back testing one of my own variations to trade reversals. Literally the first trade I took on it, I lost. And it was massively profitable over a 6-month period. So yeah, having to stick to it. And then also to where you have to post every day and show everybody your trades, so everybody can see like whether you actually followed your plan, or you just hit buy and sell at random, to try to make some money, which is not the way to go about it.
I mean, I did the coin flip live stream for a while. That was interesting.
Yeah.
Cool, buddy. Yeah, thanks for chiming in. I'm gonna add Alex onto the screen right now. Alex, can you hear me, buddy?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Awesome. For those of you guys that have not watched the TTF podcast, Alex has been in there quite a bit. Alex actually runs his own restaurant, or I'm assuming that he still does, on top of day trading.
The fast food.
Fast food. Okay. Yeah. It's the best kind of food. It's the best kind of food. Trust me. I love gaining kilos every day. Found your light bulb moment when back in an old SMC group, before SMC was actually a popular thing, and has since taken the concept of that and applying it to Happy Trail. So he's a Happy Trail trader in the community. Yeah. So Alex, if you want to give us a little bit of a rundown how you got into trading and what successes and failures you've found along the way.
Well, I began exactly as Bitcoin tracker began through crypto. And when I found out that I bought at the top price, I start searching in YouTube and find your magnificent channel that helped me a lot in my journey, learning the basics. Of course, learning the basics are not enough, so I had to dig more and more and more and more, and SMC came in front of me. Well, I educated really good myself. I learned a lot of concepts that I was looking every day, and I didn't understand what they were truly. And then trading floor came. I was an educated trader, not so successful at that point. I had some successes, but not so big ones. Trading floor was the community that helped me a lot to grow my mind, to make me a better person, because I'm from Greece, and here in Greece we have a motto. And this motto says that as much as you help your friends, God will give back all the help you have given. You have given.
Mhm.
That's what I followed. And today I'm at a point that I'm really good in my life. I have 4 accounts, 2 CFDs, 2 future accounts. I have my own business running everything together. Thanks to all of you guys that made me, first of all, a better person and then a better trader.
That's amazing. But he's being extremely humble right now because the last 3 strategy wars, he's participated in every season. Season 1 of the 300 traders that were in there, he was top 15 of all traders. Season 2 of 800 traders, he was the top 1. At season 3, he was in second place. So like absolutely dominating from obviously getting wrecked in the crypto markets.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's an award for buying at the top. Like if you bought on that wick of the top candle, you gold star right there. That's like branding for life.
I learned my lesson very good. Trust me. I learned my lesson.
Yeah,
Strategy
I did the same thing with
was a
altcoins. I bought so many at the top.
Strategy Wars was a really good test for me personally, testing my limits, because in my normal trading, I will never trade 5 days a week. But for Strategy Wars, I did it. It tested my limits and made me so thankful that I trade only 2-3 days a week. It's so relaxing.
Right?
So relaxing. Yeah, my friend. It's so relaxing.
That's
I can't
awesome.
believe it.
Uh, anything, so like what's the you said a better person. What's the thing that changed your perspective on life from the community? That because it's more of a deep thing, because in the community there's a lot of people in there, but because
Yeah.
trading is a solo game, I mean, you're sitting in a room by yourself, having that community aspect really like lets you open up, and a lot of the community have gotten really close with one another. They made a lot of good friends in there.
Exactly. I have made a lot of friends. The community, our community, the trading floor, as you said, we are alone in front of a screen. In a community, you have a lot of people to say your struggles, even small informations to tell someone that doesn't know simple things, helping all the time. And what makes me so happy is when you have helped someone and you have seen that he has progressed so much through your teachings or through your advices all the time. There are some feelings that we can't describe.
That's awesome.
And Trading Forum is a community for all levels of education, all levels, from the beginners, from the intermediates, all.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, we got such a massive array of people in there, from honestly, like, don't even know how to read a candle to, like Alex here, multiple funded accounts, trading successfully and running his own businesses. So from the top to the bottom, we've got it there. All right, Alex, thank you so much for sharing. Next up, we're gonna bring in Jeremy into the live stream. Jeremy has experienced a lot of big ups and downs since the day he started, just like any trader, including myself. But it's a real inspiration to see him continuously grinding and like getting himself to where he's at right now. Little bit of a backstory, which you need to fill me in about this. He used to run his own casino, and I'm thinking like inside of a dorm room type of casino, but you got to clarify that for me.
Not a casino, like a bingo hall. It was like a bingo hall.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you've been able to pass a lot of prop firms as well. So let's get a little bit of your backstory and how your trading has progressed and how you found TTF.
Yeah, I needed a online business that could move with me because I was planning kind of like a big life move. And I got into a really bad online business trying to sell on Amazon and lost a lot of money doing that. So I was trying to look for something with less overhead. Ran into trading, started with crypto. I had ups and downs, ended up losing more money than I made over time. So I decided to actually start doing my research. Found a bunch of different content on YouTube, found your channel, led me to get to know like you and Christy and kind of Brutus a little bit, and until you guys started the trade floor, and I jumped right into that. I was at a really struggling like time where I was just learning market structure and everything when I started. And from the time I started till now, I mean, man, my life has changed a bunch. I've been funded with very large capital. I've had payouts that, I mean, I can't even like.
What's your biggest payout? Come on, humble brag.
After the profit split, I got a $28,000 payout. It's the biggest one I've gotten.
Hot
Yeah,
damn.
but that's a 2-week paycheck of 28 G's. So I mean, it's just unreal.
Yeah, that's like an annual salary for a
Yeah.
teacher after taxes. So.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
It's crazy. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm actually currently at a kind of rocky time. I'm really meticulous with my money, so I save. So I'm in a fortunate situation. But I lost my biggest account recently due to I chart on my phone. I do trading on my phone, so I do all the math in my head. Messed up on a calculation, and these prop firms have strict rules. Hit the daily drawdown and lost the account, but it's all right. I'll get it back. Yeah.
I mean, you've passed them before, so it's no big deal.
Yeah. I've passed a lot of challenges thanks to working with you guys in your community. So
it's literally the best way to do it. If somebody would have told me at the very beginning, instead of demo accounting, just do a prop firm free trial and just keep doing that as your demo.
Yep.
Dude, game over.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Agreed.
So you also competed in all 3 seasons of Strategy Wars, and finished top 60 in the last 2 seasons. So tell us a little bit about that and how Strategy Wars either really pissed you off or was really beneficial to you.
So second season was the first season was cool because it got me to stick to a single edge, like with the indicators and all that, and I really got used to living through the drawdown of one singular strategy, like strictly. And that was kind of cool for the concept. Wasn't where I wanted to be and was kind of like finding myself. So by the time the second one rolled around, I was confident with my trading, kind of like mixed Happy Trail into the way I already traded, was learning price action really well by then. And I felt like I killed it during that time. I passed challenges with just using your guys' Happy Trail indicators and price action, of course. So it felt like a peak in like my ability to jump in and out of the market, being able to kind of pick up a new edge and run with it. Then in number 3, I was so mechanical in my price action edge that coming in and trading every day for Strategy Wars kind of like stressed me out. I will be honest about. It was fun still. I love the competition and everything, but by then I wasn't trading every day. I like to trade like once or twice a week, and so it was a lot for me. but I had a good time. So, but I mean that consistency, I will not lie, like I don't feel like I need that anymore, but during that time that I needed that, it was very useful. And it's so fun. Like for anyone, even if you're a new trader, you'll meet people that'll really help you along your journey and maybe make lifelong friends and have a great time. So I love Strategy Wars. I hope you guys keep doing that.
Yeah, we're planning season 4 in the summer. There's no definitive date because we want to surprise you guys. But
I'll probably be back.
yeah.
Glutton for punishment.
All right. Thank you for joining us. Now I'm gonna bring on Miss Navy so that we put some estrogen in this chat because you know we like to see diversity. Miss Navy, all the way from Australia, prides herself on being Team J and not Team Christy.
What?
So
Who said this? Clearly Jay wrote this. It's so false.
these are in my notes. These are in my notes. Has passed and consistently holding a few live funded accounts for at least half a year now. Could be longer if we're mistaken. So if you're looking for somebody to support, I'm more than willing to get bikes as free gifts from you. Works part-time and also has competed in all 3 seasons of Strategy Wars. So Miss Navy, Miss Navy, how you doing and how did you get into trading? What struggles have you had along the way? And what advice do you have for people?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Things at the start of the year has been ups and downs as going through a lot of personal issues, kind of had to deal with that. Talked about my podcast, so I'm not gonna repeat that again. How I found you. So I think 2021, that was like the time where like, dropship became huge, and I was like, I really want like, a side hustle where you can get extra incomes and all of that. And I didn't really want to deal with the business side of it. Didn't want to do the whole Amazon back and forth. So I Googled and I Googled like day trading. And like when you Google it, it goes day trading is a scam, don't do it. All right. And I was like, okay.
Totally.
So instead of that, I YouTubed it. And obviously, seeing you, bald guy, talking about day trading, I was like, this can't be a clickbait. It has to be good. So I clicked at it and then it all started from there. So essentially, you were the one who literally introduced me to the world trading, and then from there, followed the community. I've met, a few people, and from there, yeah, just kind of followed to TTF law once you guys started launching. Jay is absolutely talking smack. I am Team Christy. I've always been Team Christy, just simply because Christy has been the person who was there for me at the start when I was going through a lot of rough patches and kind of getting through like the emotional struggles. Like I pretty much wanted to quit probably like 3 times, 4 times a week, just simply because I could not understand half the stuff that was going on. So Christy was there. She was like, "No, you got this. Everyone does exactly. Everyone's going through it. You're fine." And I was just like, "Okay." So essentially, pretty much because of Christy and the support that she gave me and other people did as well, I'm here. Yeah. So I don't regret it. The struggles sucks, but it was worth the wait, worth the fight. So yeah.
That's awesome. So you've also competed in all 3 seasons of Strategy Wars and got top 10 each
Uh-huh.
time. And in the community, you are the boss. Like from everything that I've seen, like everybody is like, "Oh, just ask Miss Navy. Just ask Miss Navy." So of those 3 seasons, like from first to third, how you felt like your progression was and like what key takeaways do you have that really just drive your trading right now?
Yeah, strategy war, I would say that took my training to the next level. So first season was kind of more me kind of developing and modifying my strategy. So that was, I would be honest, like first season, I probably wasn't as talkative or really active in chat, just simply because I was still going through my own development of finding like the strategy and perfecting it to the way it suits me based on my schedules and all of that. I actually didn't do Strategy War 2. I actually did miss that one, just due to personal reasons. I had to pull out. Strategy War 3 was when I came back, and that was pretty much when I had like from Strategy 1, like Strategy War 1, 2, 3. I had enough time to kind of perfect my strategy, backtest it, demo test it, all of that. And then Strategy War 3 was when I was like able to showcase it. So Strategy Wars 3 was, I would say, my favorite, just simply because that was when I was really active in chat. I love the voice chat too, while talking to other people was great, and I kind of got more closer to a lot of people in the community. Like Jeremy, literally we came from the same place. We came from the other community to TTF, and we never spoke until Strategy War 3, and now we're like best mates. So you know,
Nice.
it's like honestly, I feel like Strategy War has just improved my trading like over and over again. And I feel like, you know, Strategy War 4, like, come on, bring it on, like, go up, come on. So, you know, whenever that's coming, I'm ready.
Going for that #1 spot.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. All right. So yeah, that was just a few people from our community, guys, that have really changed the way they've been trading because of discipline and consistency. And so if you're watching those YouTube videos where somebody's promising, you know, to flip an account 700% in a month, like, those are illogical and irresponsible things to do with trading. And where these people have found their success is through consistency and practice every single day, as well as being involved in the community. So I really want to thank all of you guys, Jeremy, Alex, Bitcoin Trucker, the truck driver. You know, I really want to thank you guys for participating in the community, really being involved. I know it's even time consuming, but you guys in there helping everybody else is absolutely amazing. So all of us, including Christy and Brutus, really want to thank you for everything that you do there. So
Seriously.
yeah,
Thank you guys. For real, thank you so much. You guys have honestly been awesome to work with, and I really do, like, from somebody who is pretty much in charge of Strategy Wars, and I know we talked a lot about it. All of you, like, seriously, thank you so much, because you guys being involved, it just shows the potential that you can get to for people who are struggling to get there. And you guys are real members. You're not staff here or anything like that. And I think that that shows, like, you're real people. You're like, you do exist. It is possible to do this if you, like, stay determined and dedicated to it. So, like, huge thank you to you guys. Thank you for helping in the community when you guys do. Like, it's been amazing to see that. And I think sometimes for the members, having you guys do it resonates a little bit more with them than just watching us do it. Because, like, to a lot of people, we're already there, you know, but when they watch other people grow and they can watch your progress over the past year, it just is a whole different level of, like, wow, this is possible kind of thing. So huge thank you to you guys. You guys really make such a difference for us. So thank you. Also, thank you for Team Chrissy clarification, Rose. I would just like to
I
say
see
that.
Jay in the chat there. I see Jay in the chat there. Jay, please.
If you could have seen me in the background, I went, what? Snuck that in. Anyway, but no, thank you guys so much, all of you. And it's been a pleasure getting to know all of you guys more personally over the last year and watching you guys grow. And yeah, so thank you.
Perfect. So yeah, if you guys want to hop off the stream, you're more than welcome to. If you want to stick around and chat with people in the chat section, that'd be cool too. Right now, me, Christy, and Brutus are going to take over the live stream and talk about TTF, the community, and we're also going to be giving away some prizes. So yeah, thanks, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
All right. First things first, let's push things forward and talk about TTF and how this last year has gone. I want to just say that I talked about this earlier before we went live. We built something that I wasn't expecting to be as big as it was or grow as fast as it did. So I felt like I built a mechanical horse and I was like, oh, this thing is cool. And I've been just like trying to hold on for dear life ever since. And it's been really a lot of fun watching these traders grow. Again, over 6,000 people, you know, and we're getting really high percentages of profitable traders compared to the 95% of day traders that fail. We're far better than that statistic.
Crazy.
Also, I want to talk. So this video is also going to be a part of the podcast. This is one of the live streams. I'm making it public on this YouTube channel, but we do live streams consistently every single week, almost every single day of the week, there's some live stream. And if you guys see right here, this is what we've done since the beginning of the start of the company. Like every single live stream that we've ever done for the community, if you guys join, you can have access to this entire log and rewatch every single live stream we've ever done since we launched. And so there's a plethora of great videos in here. There's over 215 live streams. So not only with all the content that we have on the website and all the education, you get all of this talking to people that have traded live, the success stories that they've had, understanding fundamental analysis, like really deep diving into being a full-time day trader and the way that these people's brains work, and they just spill their guts to you. So the live stream data is absolutely amazing. The live stream chart, the live stream list of live streams. That's what I'm going to call it. Now we're going to talk about strategy wars, because we brought that up with every single trader that we've had on. And what I want to do is
Can I talk about the live streams a little bit?
Yeah,
though?
yeah, you can talk about the
just
live
because
streams.
I feel like they're actually, like you guys are saying, like you just said, we have them at this point. We have so many people live streaming that we literally have one like every day, if not even sometimes there's multiple a day at this point on our schedule. And it kind of is like underrated, I think, sometimes, with how much information is actually in this, what Artie just showed there. Like there are, if you added up all the hours and thought about it, like each of those lives is at least 1 hour long. So like thousands of hours of literally content of listening to somebody do live analysis or talking about like their thought process. And these are people who are actually profitable. Some even like Miss Navy and Jeremy have been doing a few. You always are getting Brutus. Like he said, he does 3 a week. You'll get myself, and I'm usually on at least twice a month that you'll get me. Like you get Jay, you'll get some of the other, Jenks does one at least once a month. Or sorry, once a week. Bear and Sven do 1 to 2 a week. Like you're getting people who are giving you real market analysis. And I think that that's like underrated sometimes as to how much information is in those. So definitely, if you are like somebody who enjoys watching somebody walk through the process of like their thought, their critical thinking in a chart, that is huge, I think. And definitely way like, I don't know, I just think that the value alone for sometimes that is huge, to be able to watch somebody do that on a consistent basis. So definitely check out the live streams or check out all the recordings. And as somebody who works on more on the back end with stuff, I am going to be organizing the recordings even more, because as we're growing, there's just like a crap ton of recordings. And it's not always the easiest to find what you're looking for. So I'll make sure in the next like version of it, you can literally like, we'll put like a search in there. You can search like Brutus's live analysis, or it'll be like Happy Trail strategy. So you guys can find them even easier, because there's a ton of them now to go through and have to find. So definitely going to be working on that for updating it even more to make it easier to find, because there's so much information in there. Anyway,
Yeah, I haven't even watched all of them.
I know you haven't. I haven't. I mean, like it's impossible. Like there's so many of them. I feel like, and even Brutus, even you probably couldn't have, and you're in like 3 of them a week. But like even you couldn't have watched all of them. There's just so many of them.
No, it's too many. Well, it's not too many. I think it's so valuable to see, you know, in live conditions. You know, I think it's very easy to mark up a chart that's already happened and, you know, claim that you took the trade or claim that your strategy works so well. But in those live conditions, it's invaluable to watch that process, I think. And I really enjoy it. You know, I'm learning new things. I'm sure that everyone else really enjoys the process. And yeah, it's a great way to interact with people as well.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so we can move on to strategy war. Sorry, I just wanted to give a little more love to the live streams there, because there's a lot of information in those.
Cool. So watch the live streams. In regards to strategy wars, I feel like honestly it's the best part of the community. I have a ridiculous amount of fun, especially like since the first one. Just everyday trading, every day involving myself in the community and chatting with people and like watching these people put their own tweaks and spins on the strategies, and the amount of success that these traders have had. Like there's so many, 80% of the profitable traders in the community are better than me at this point. I mean, because I focus on making videos most of the time. But anyway, back in August, Christy and Jay developed Strategy Wars. Basically just a fun way to unite everybody, to bring in the gamification, like the addictive part of gaming, into day trading, because so many people, when they struggle with it, it's because they're not doing it consistently. They'll trade Monday, 20 trades, and then get so frustrated they won't trade for the rest of the week. Whereas here you have set rules, you trade every day, you only enter your trade when you get a signal from one of our indicators, and it keeps you consistent and accountable, because you need to submit your trading day to the testimonial sections to gain points for your team. And it brings so much discipline into your day trading. It is a next level project that Christy built. So I kind of want to just give this to you, Christy, if you want to talk about it, if you're up for it.
Yeah, I mean, I talk about it a lot.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, we can talk about Strategy Wars a little bit. So as far as Strategy Wars goes, Artie, I actually appreciate you even admitting that you're like, this is not a good idea. In the beginning, you're like, I don't know how I feel
Yeah.
about Strategy Wars, because I love when I get to like get believers and converters in it, and it just makes me feel like, oh, this is good then. Basically, the way Strategy Wars worked out was the huge question we get all the time is, what strategy should I use? What's the best strategy to use? What should I be doing, or whatever? And then you give them advice. And then a week later, I would see very frequently the same exact name asking me, what strategy should I use? And I'm like, I already answered this question to you a week ago. And then they'd be like, oh, yeah, no, I tried it. It didn't work. And I'm like, after 1 week, like 1 week, you gave a strategy and like you trashed it that fast. Like there's no way you mastered it. There's no way you learned it correctly, let alone tested it properly or really gave it a chance to work. And I saw this happening a lot. And then they would be strategy hopping and just kind of wasting time and getting frustrated. So the idea was to keep you focused on one thing. It's not meant to say that it's going to work out perfect for you, but you can say if it does or doesn't work out for you at the end of that month, that you gave it a true chance to work for you. And then you can say, hey, it works, and I found ways to make alterations. You get to chat in the private rooms when we're actually in Strategy Wars. They are private rooms that you're working with on your team. So everybody has their own way they'll personalize or customize the strategy. And you can hear from other traders who do that too. And I think that's really, really nice as well. And then you can like kind of work together as a team, kind of help each other figure out what works or clicks for you personally. If it doesn't work for you at the end of the month, it's not that big of a deal, but you can now check that off your list and say, I tried that strategy and it's just not my personal style, and that's okay. There are people who have moved around for different teams throughout the different 3 seasons, and some of them were thriving on different teams, like on different seasons, and we can see that because we track all your data and your statistics for you. So that's been really cool to watch too, is to see like how the overall percentage compared to what normal, like what they say is normal, the 95% of people that fail on average in trading, and then to see like what our numbers have been. And we can see that we are definitely higher on average as far as what people are getting. And I truly do think that I'm not going to take credit. I don't think it's my strategies. I don't think it's the indicators. I think it's the consistency, that when somebody is willing to put the time and consistency into their self and learn something, that they will see the progress and it pays off. And anyway, so that's kind of the idea behind Strategy Wars. That's where we've been at. And we definitely are going to continue doing it. It is a lot for us to do every month. I know people have asked for it every month. I also think it's a little overkill personally, because I feel like it doesn't give you the time in between to really focus and develop for the next Strategy Wars. So for now, we're going to be doing them quarterly. So we should have another one, like Artie said, in the summer. We're thinking June. That's kind of the time frame that I'm thinking for. But yeah, I do love Strategy Wars. Like Alex actually said too, my comment on it is I was a little selfish in Strategy Wars and developing it, and that I get really busy sometimes, and I personally forget, like I kind of have so many streams of income at this point that I'll forget like to trade on certain days, or like it kind of forces me to sit and like focus more on my trading. But then I got into Strategy Wars and I was like, whoa, 5 days a week is not not fun. It is a lot, but it really does force me to sit and like kind of challenge myself at the level that I'm at, where I'm like, no, now I'm going to trade 5 days a week. So like it is really cool to watch. And like every day I post my results. You guys have seen that in testimonials. So like an entire month you'll see. And I think it kind of forces you as a trader to be a little more of focused on yourself. You kind of like get a good like self-reflection on your trading, on your skills, like what you like, what you don't like. Like I'm somebody who was like Alex, and I was like, man, when Strategy Wars is over, I'm like so happy to go back to my like 2 to 3 days a week schedule, because I'm like, yes, finally 2 to 3 weeks. I don't have to wake up early every single day. But yeah, so that's where I kind of follow with Strategy Wars. I love it. I've been really happy with the progress of it, and it seems like people really do enjoy it as well, the community. So hopefully it'll just get bigger and better as we go on with the seasons.
Brutus, are you gonna compete in season 4?
I know there's a lot of people ask.
I know. Yeah, I've been a bit selfish by not competing. I think it really is a very powerful aspect of what we offer. And yeah, it'd be great, to participate in a team and to work together. I think trading is quite a lonely profession in general. Our community helps that, but even more so, the strategy wars where you're competing on the same team, and it instills that discipline, as you guys have said in the past. So I'll definitely be in the next one. I think the brute force one would be one that I lean towards for the higher time frame trading, but we'll see. I could test myself with some scalping, as I always focus on the higher time frame. So it'd be interesting to see.
You can
how the
hire
scalping
time
works.
frame trade. You can hire time frame trade.
Yeah.
You actually can swing trade and still get a point. If you could find the perfect setup, Brutus, on
Yeah.
day 1 and hold that sucker for 30 days,
Yeah.
you could get a point every day and take 1 trade and be
Yeah.
the top tier trader. But you can get a point for swing trading too. So it doesn't have to be scalping or anything. But if you are looking to like push yourself personally as a trader, and you're like, you know what, I do want to push myself a little more. I mean, because you are experienced now, like it's kind of nice because I feel like for whatever level trader you are, you can find a way to make it kind of like adapt to something maybe you might want to like challenge yourself a little bit more with.
Yeah,
So for me,
I
that was
agree.
like 5 days a week and 1 minute time frame, which I hated. I loathed it, but I went to it because everyone wants to see 1 minute, and I was like, oh, I gotta do the 1 minute. So I was trying the 1 minute for a couple of seasons, and I hated it. But now I've actually created like a nice little like secondary backup strategy for myself on days where it's like time is kind of tight. So it's kind of been nice. So you could always do that.
Yeah,
or push
yeah,
yourself a
it
little
sounds fun. Yeah, to really challenge myself and to see how the lower time frames works and see what I can do on it. It'd be fun.
I want to see you have to play with an indicator.
Yeah,
I
I'll do
think
that as
that's
well.
what I want to see.
Yeah, no, it'd be great. I'll definitely do it.
His level of excitement isn't convincing to me.
Well, I'm just English.
It's
so we don't
an
show
English
I
level
know.
of excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah,
I'm
I
actually
know.
excited. I just I have a hard time expressing it because we're so uptight about everything.
You ever? I would love to see a surprise party in the UK. Like
Yeah.
surprise!
Yay! Thank you, everyone. Like that.
Yeah.
All right. I think it's a perfect time to segue into a little bit of a giveaway. I want to give away some, since we're talking about TTF and we want you guys to sign up and join the community and talk to all these profitable traders. But I know some people, they don't want to fork over the cash for it. So we're going to give away a couple of monthly memberships. I'm going to give away 5 during this live stream. And then as like the hoorah finale, big bang at the very end, I'm going to give away 1 annual membership. So you guys get a full year, especially if you're like on the fence and you're like, should I dedicate to day trading or should I, try e-commerce or flipping stuff from the dollar store, whatever. This will give you an opportunity to really have something to fall back on and really commit to an entire year of trading. It'll give you a few months to like really learn and practice and everything, get into a couple of strategy orders. And by the end of that year, seriously, your life is going to be completely different. If you really focus on the information and education that we're providing here, honestly, it's going to be crazy. So in the chat section right now, I want you guys to write the number 5 because we're giving away 5 free 1-month memberships. So I'm going to pick random people using my magic finger. I'm going to close my eyes and and that's going to be the winner of the first month. So drop a 5 in the chat section. Look at all those 5s exploding right there.
Yeah.
Well, can I enter as well?
No.
Yeah, right.
I-
Like, how do we?
I could do with
Can
one.
I get the yearly? Because my
Yeah.
yearly is coming up. Just saying.
Oh,
Right.
nice.
Tom.
We have
This
it there.
feels. Yeah.
Tom
Okay.
won.
That feels a little more legit. I feel like pointing feels a little sus. That like.
I mean, I pointed with this. It's the same thing.
Oh. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Yeah. No
Finger.
fancy wheels. Nothing.
Finger.
Like man.
Finger.
Man. Yeah.
No, I tried to incorporate the wheel of lucky, but to copy and paste everybody, it didn't. It would pick their
Yeah.
like the time, and so 3:43 p.m. would win.
Oh.
It didn't work.
Gotcha.
All right, Tom. What I want you to do is actually I'll do this at the end so that there's not a bunch of spam.
Yeah.
But Tom, stay on the live stream, and I'm going to give you the information on how to claim your prize at the very end.
Congratulations, Tom.
Congratulations.
Good job.
We look forward to having you.
Yes. Welcome to the community.
Hopefully he's not already a member and just did it for Tom. Are you?
Well,
already
you'll
a
get a
member?
1 credit month then, I guess. Is how this will work.
All right. So let's transition into the other aspect of the trading floor. We like to encompass all aspects of trading and forms of entertainment for your eyeballs. In October, Christy and Jay started the TTF's official trading floor podcast, which is almost beating Joe Rogan's podcast on Spotify.
Shut up.
It's just the most killer thing I've ever heard. If you actually want to
up.
get real traders' opinions and advice and analysis, whether it's crypto, whether it's fundamentals, whether it's the mindset of things, like they cover everything under the sun. And yeah.
We take suggestions from you guys too. So just to be clear, like we don't just like cover what we want. Whatever we're seeing is like a hot topic or a trending topic in the community, or we actually will send out like surveys to you guys and ask like, what do you want more of? Like we'll ask a lot of times, what do you want more of in the community? What do you want to see? Whether it's content from us on the website or content when it comes to live recordings, content for the podcast, and we'll kind of like separate it up and make sure that we're kind of targeting those. Something recently actually that Brutus did was a survey for the community that he sent out to you guys asking like, what would you like to see more of? And one of the things we had seen a decent amount of was like how to build a strategy. So like how to actually build your own personal strategy. And while we are kind of going into the future stuff here, but while we are going to be working on a full-on course for that, we do have that set up and ready to go. So that will be super detailed. We actually, Jay and I just did a podcast that will be coming out soon in the next day or two being released, which was like 8-hour-long PowerPoint presentation. So yeah, you gotta pay attention a little bit, but we tried to make it not that boring. But basically how to build a strategy. Like we gave you step-by-steps. And again, like the PowerPoint will be listed in there. And that's for anybody on YouTube that like watches the channel. Like that's free. That's not just for members, but we do take members' considerations and like desires into like what we think about that when we're going to meet making content. We also bring on a lot of members. So like the people you got to meet today, they have all actually been on the podcast with me and Jay. Artie and Brutus also come on it as well throughout time to time, depending on the topic. So we try to keep it a little bit more diverse as far as like what you guys want to see. But yeah, if you're looking for that, you can definitely check out the podcast. It's not just listening. We started doing a new style for season 2 of the podcast where we do every other week, where it would be a listening episode. So if you're driving in your car and you just want to listen, you can listen in. But if you want to watch and like be able to see charts, be able to watch like something, if you're a visual learner and you need to see it, the opposite episode, so every other week alternating, would be like a visual learning presentation style podcast. So you guys can check those out. But definitely
Like a
that's been
school
fun to do.
lecture.
I feel like they're not as boring, but like maybe they are. I can't promise anything. They are not short format like Artie. I am not a short format content creator typically. So if you guys are looking for like 5 minutes or less, or you want like the 1 minute reel, probably not happening with me. But Artie could probably take the content and create it and make it 5 minutes for you guys. But
Yeah, I'll
typically
edit
it is
down.
a presentation. Yeah, it's a little more detailed. It's a little more of a presentation style or kind of just a discussion back and forth about things. Sometimes I find people like that, or people like short format, what you have with Artie. If you like lives where you want to talk to them and interact live, you got Brutus below. So you kind of get a little bit of everything from all of us. But yeah, so that's kind of the podcast thing. But I don't want to keep talking too much, so I would like Brutus to have some time here. So can I segue you into our socials? So we kind of started getting a little more serious about our social media recently in the last few weeks,
months.
We'll say months. Yeah, the last few months we've been getting a little more serious, and time flies. That's why I'm saying weeks. It doesn't even feel like a year for me here. Like this is like I already said, it's just been like insane how fast when you think about it. Like it's been a year anyway. But yes, we've been getting more serious about the socials. So if you guys want to hear more about that, I'm gonna let Brutus talk a little bit about the socials, what you can find on them, where to find them, that kind of thing.
Yes, thank you, Christy. So we have a Instagram page, the Trading Floor. We all produce reels on there with different informative topics, as well as kind of educational, just pictures of market structure and different indicators you can use. I've started doing some SMC stuff as well, for anyone who's interested in that, because I know there are lots of people who are finding SMC interesting. And yeah, it's reels made by everyone that's involved in the trading floor. Fun interactive things that you can learn from. So we have the Instagram, which has been seeing a lot of support, which I appreciate.
I just dropped a link in the chat for that Instagram.
Thank you, Artie. As well as a TikTok, where the same kind of videos go up, and yeah, I mean, I think we're all practicing our short form content. I'm not very good at it either. And it's a place that you can kind of have an insight as to what we're doing, even if you aren't a member on the Discord, but you can see, the things we're up to and what we're about on there. So yeah, I would highly recommend following the Instagram, following the TikTok, and a little plug, you can follow all of our social medias as well. I'm having a great time. It's really important to practice that kind of content creation, and it makes it in a way that it's easily digestible for everyone who's watching. It's going great so far. We're seeing some good growth on there.
Yeah. I think it's a good place to go if you like the short format stuff, because everything is literally 60 seconds or less. Like we cannot make it longer, even if we wanted to. So we have to make it short. So sometimes it's nice, and you can get some little tips and tricks and things like that on there. So if you guys aren't following, you can follow on there. So already,
sorry, I was actually looking for a link for the TikTok, but TikTok popped up and started auto playing. I am going to drop that link to TikTok in the chat. Right.
This is why Artie and I don't do a lot of lives, and Brutus.
Dude, I suck at lives.
He kept such a straight face through that. Like he just stays. He does his UK stoic face, and he just looks annoyed. And me and you giggle like school kids are like. So that's why we don't do lives quite as often. Obviously, Brutus is better at keeping the straight face through these.
There's the link to the to the TikToks, to the Tiki-Talkies.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know if you want to talk a little bit. I mean, there's a few other things we had done throughout the year. If you want to we can just kind of touch on them and then talk about what's
we did
coming.
This one crazy thing that I thought was just going to be a horrible idea, and I don't see how anybody in their right mind would actually do it.
Artie hates all of my ideas.
But that's, I mean, just a pessimist at heart. The 24-hour live stream extravaganza proposed by a couple of our staff, and they literally live streamed for 24 hours, brought on a bunch of guests, live trading, live analysis. It was crazy. The amount of coffee and Red Bulls they probably drank is absurd.
Shout out to Bear and Sven for doing that. That was really cool that they did it. And we were part of organizing it and doing it. But honestly, I did not stay up for 24 hours with them. And they did an awesome job at truly staying up, being the host for the 24-hour extravaganza. We did it around Christmas time to give you guys like a lot of content for that month, because we know that December gets kind of slow with trading. So it was purposely meant to be like, here is 24 hours of live. And it was really cool. There was different topics and like different categories that lots of different people were brought on, real members again coming on and talking very candidly and open about their experiences, their struggles, where they're at, their progress. And It was really, I thought it was such an awesome experience. There's also a segment with us where we get Q&A'd as well, the admin. So that was cool. It was recorded. If you are in the community or you do join soon and you're looking for something like that, that's also linked in the live recordings that already showed in the very beginning, where we have all
And
of them.
you might want to watch it on 1.5x, so you don't watch it from just saying.
Or break it up, keep yourself busy.
Yeah, it's like a Netflix like series. You could treat it like that.
Yes,
Binge watching,
episodes.
yes.
Yeah. I have some information I'd like to share.
Yes.
For everyone who's interested, I have a price action course that's coming up, which will teach you unbiased price action, because I have a tendency to get quite biased with like my style, but I'm going to endeavor to do it as unbiased as possible. I think a problem with this industry sometimes is people have their own bias, and then you get kind of, I guess, like sucked into a certain mentor, and then you think that everything else is wrong. But at the end of the day, you can kind of trade it in any style you'd like, and it's really down to the individual who's trading to make that successful. So the price action will be unbiased. It will be extremely technical, as I like to focus on. And just a side note about the trading floor as well is, I think we almost go further than purely just trading. I think we try and establish a successful environment, and just kind of mindset in general. It's not just we trade and you don't hear from us and you don't see from us. We really try and promote success, and it's a place where you can really feed off of the ideas of other people, learn and grow together. And we're all here to just be more successful in general. It's not just trading. It can translate into all other aspects of life. And I think it's a really beautiful thing to see. And it's something I wish I had a lot sooner in my journey. I mean, I can't tell you how many evenings I spent, just staring at my computer and then with the curtains shut and just really in a bad place, and having a community. Even now, I'm there, pretty much all day, every day, just talking. And it's a really, I guess, like nurturing environment. And it's something that I think we take a lot of pride in, that we're not, we're not toxic. We're very inviting. We're very supportive. And it's a great place to be in regards to all aspects of life as well. So that's just what I wanted to say. I think it's important not only to be focused on trading, but to have that kind of positive mindset, and that outlook for growth in general as a person, because we have so many people there from all different walks of life that have different stories and all different ages and everything like that. There's a plethora of wealth to learn from, and I've really grown as a person, even just spending time in the community itself. So it really means everything to me. And yeah, I hope you guys feel the same, and I would like for everyone to experience that as well. So that's yeah.
Really sweet. I didn't know we were going that emotional today, but that was
Well,
really
yeah,
sweet.
no, I just
No.
I
No,
value
it's
it a lot,
No, it's really true. And I think like what Brutus is saying is a really valid point, in that we aren't just a trading community in that way. And I think all of us agree when we decided to form this that it wouldn't just be like, it is trading. Let me not be clear. It's trading focused. But we're really big on mindset, which shout out to Roxy and to Alp, who are not on this with us. I hope you feel better, Roxy. Hopefully you're watching. She's sick today. But shout out to them, who are huge when it comes to running like our mindset room and doing like trading psychology and stuff like that. They're our big go-to people. And I think that's also something that we do have a lot of focus on, especially in comparison to other communities that I've seen, where you can go and you can feel like you can truly talk. And it's not like everyone just does amazing and everyone just wins all the time here. Like you can talk openly and candidly about your losses and not feel like, oh, well, everyone else seems to get it and like I don't, and I don't know why I'm not getting it yet. It's normal not to get it, and to feel like you have some camaraderie here, and that there are people who are not going to judge you, and we're not like going to be harsh on you. You don't just have to post the wins all the time. There's lots of people who post their losses. Like and it almost seems like they're proud of their losses. They're like, no, I can one up you on that loss. And it's like, sometimes you need that to feel better about like, all right, I could be worse off. And but it's just a beautiful supportive community, like Brutus is saying. And we do have the mindset that people focus on, even just having friends along the way, making them, which if you guys watch the podcast, there's like a lot of times I'll bring on what we call like trading couples here in the community. And you guys actually met one. Jeremy and Ms. Navy are a trading couple. They're our newest trading couple. And they became really friends, like really good friends, close, and they kind of help each other through their journey of trading. And they have both developed a lot from it. And we've actually have a lot of people like that who find people who they work well with. They can kind of have a similar style to with trading. And I think that's huge when you're able to find people like that. And Artie's pointing to me because I think that Artie and I were definitely a trading couple when we started back in the day, because we kind of were in similar places when we were starting. And it just goes to show like you can find people and support in a community, and I think that's awesome. And definitely inclusive. This is one thing I will say is like, I don't think that we make people feel excluded at all. Like, I think that we're really good at making everyone feel included. And that was huge for me, like as a female trader. And we have tons of female traders, not just to be like a gender thing, but it's just like, feel like we're a very inclusive community. And like, that was huge for us too. I think positive vibes is the best way you can explain it. Like, we're like good vibes all the time.
Yeah, it's
And it's
super open and
amazing.
homey. Like every other
Yeah.
trading community I was ever in before, always felt like you got in and you were talking to people, but there was some secret sauce that nobody was sharing. And here,
Yeah.
everybody's open about everything, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah, like what I do, like I really do. Like when I show you guys, like I really do that. Like what Brutus does, like he really shows you what he's doing. Like,
Yeah.
same thing with Artie. Like we're pretty open. And I think it's cool
Yeah.
that you can talk to the people who you actually see their faces. Like I've been in communities where like you're like you see the face all the time, but like you never see them talk. And I think that that's like kind of cool that you can like physically get an answer back from the actual person. Anyway,
Yeah, we're all
that's
like,
us.
real people at the end
Yeah,
of the
we're
day.
real.
It's not like a shadowy figure that, just posts weird videos every once in a while. We're real and we're here, we're present. And, I think to kind of relate to what you were saying about mindset as well, is I think it's something that I talk about in my streams, and I know that we focus on in general, is the importance of, conquering your life outside of the charts, which will reflect on the charts as well. Even things as, just kind of waking up at a normal time,
Dude,
exercising.
push-ups, like push-ups and getting fit has changed my brain hole completely.
No, it's so important. If you want self-discipline in your trading, which is arguably like the most kind of self-discipline profession you can do, you need self-discipline outside of the charts as well. And yeah, I think it's such a spiritual journey. It's a weird thing to say, but I think trading or learning how to trade is such a spiritual thing. I think you really learn a lot about yourself, and you kind of find yourself and you find what you're good at. I mean, for me, I always struggled, for example, with getting up early, things like that. And trading, it promoted me to, even to get up early, but it changed my whole life as well, for the better. So it's a very spiritual thing. It's a weird thing to do. It's very difficult, but it's extremely rewarding. And I think trading is just the first step. It's like the springboard into the pool of further success, because you kind of accumulate the capital, and it's what you do with the capital afterwards that really defines your path, like later on in life. So yeah, that's just yeah.
Amazing.
I agree with you. I'm reading the comments. That's all. That's why I'm
Yeah,
chuckling.
me too. I'm so into the comment section right now.
Somebody's just like they're saying like have kids, Brutus. When you have kids, you're getting up early is like not even a question. So they're like it's spiritual awakening, and it's just kind of funny. I'm just reading through this, but no, you are right. And I think honestly, what you're saying is a consistency thing. Having this routine, a consistency, it really does help you. And then Artie, same as you, like working out or whatever your outlet is, your thing is like. this is like not to get too spiritually or too mindset-y on you guys, but like these are things we talk about where having a routine and a system, this is why Strategy Wars does do well. There's consistency there, and these things pay off, and it just helps you feel better as a person. The repetition of things, it helps you to be more confident and comfortable with something. When your mind knows what to expect and you can do it and you know a pattern, like you're going to feel better. But physically, yes, working out already. But yeah, we're not going to turn this into one of those guru. This is my morning routine videos, because we're not going to do that. But anyhow, thank you for sharing that. And I do agree. I think that there's something beautiful about this community. And I'm reading the comments, which is like awesome to read. Everybody's kind of saying similar things.
But
So,
they're
and
also
some
wanting
funny stuff
another
in there.
giveaway, so I think it's another time
Yeah.
to do that. Everybody in the chat right now, I want you to type the number 4, because we got 4 1-month memberships
Now I'm
left to
following you
go.
along
I'm
with it.
smart.
I was
So
wondering
drop the
where you're
number
going with the
4 in the
5.
chat, and I'm going to randomly pick somebody with my random mouse. Just randomly. I'm not even gonna look. Just gonna float in there. God, that is a lot of 4s. All right, here we go. There you go. That's the winner.
I'm in.
Congratulations.
I'm in. I'm in, I think, right? I'm saying it right? Probably not, but congratulations.
Try the last
I'm
name,
not even-
Christy.
I'm not even going to try the last name.
His name is Mr. P, or Senor
Mr.
P.
Senor, okay. Congratulations. Welcome to the community. You look like a nice gentleman. So you look like you'll do good here. Congrats. All right, you guys. So let's keep moving along so we don't keep this too long for you guys.
I want to share the new website, because we launched at a pretty rapid pace. Like, we got all the content together, we launched. And so now that we've had some stability and we've brought some staff on, it's opened up the opportunity to really like fine tune things. And one of the things that, needed a little bit of attention and is so much more seamless now is the education center. So I want to show that really quick right here. Before,
shout out to Roxy.
Yeah, Roxy dominated this thing.
Yeah. Thank you.
Basically, before it used to be separate pages, different tabs. Now everything is all in one place with all of the links there. So you have the, step 1, just the beginner, intermediate, and advanced trainings in step 1, 2, and 3. And then once you get through that, we have our roadmap. So you'll get your original education, like the basic fundamentals of reading candles and getting familiarized with MT4 or TradingView and what tools and resources you need. And then you can start off on the TTF roadmap. We understand that a lot of people, they're used to the normal education system where you have a syllabus and this is what you're looking forward to in this semester or the next semester. And so we've broken it down step by step for you guys. So you have a path to follow. And on this sheet, you'll actually be able to tick off every step that you've done along the way. And what that does is every single box that you check off, you get a little tiny dopamine fix. And so you actually get addicted to the process of learning. And it'll make it more fun as you go through it. And then you have just a ridiculous amount of how-to videos, all the additional courses, and then the 5 strategies that we have on here. This is the one that I teach on the YouTube channel, a little bit more in depth on the website. Brute Force, DeLorean, Happy Trail, Outback, and Stairmaster. All of these come with custom indicators that you also get access to when you sign up. And then one of the most crucial aspects of day trading, and that's going to be the mindset. So many different aspects of mindset are covered in this education center. Everything from, missing trades and psyching yourself out or not being able to hold it long enough, taking a break from trading when you really need it, getting back into trading after a break. So many different resources here when it comes to mindset, as well as the actual resources and the tools that we offer, like the risk calculator, the glossary, the trading journal, my ridiculous 20 pip challenge, which again, I do not recommend you do, but if you do it, you can take $20 to $52,000. Shouts out to marketing. Then the TTF roadmap again, in case you missed it the first time. And then some miscellaneous things, but like even in the strategy section, you go under brute force, watch the video right here. and you can see all of the back tested data right here just by clicking this sheet. And it's got month by month of back tested data, as well as forward tested data, as well as the settings for specific time frames. So just the amount of stuff that I explained right here, just this will take you 2 months to go through easily. So really, we really wanted to create such a high value product that it was almost laughable to say no to it. Like, oh, is this worth it? Yeah, it's far above and beyond worth it. Just using the tools or getting the glossary all in one place instead of having to Google everything. Like, it's all in one place for you here. So we've done all the Googling for you. But yeah, Christy just knocked it out of the park with this one.
The website.
Yeah, we also have merch.
Yeah, we also have the merch store too, which we'll work on. We're working on finding a new merch. I don't love
Submit
our
your
merch
designs
version.
at TMA. No.
Yeah. I'm merch. I don't love our store that does it all. Just so you guys know, we do not like press the shirts ourselves. We're not doing that. We have a shipping.
Christy
person,
sits there and stitches, embroiders all the TTF logos.
I iron them all on. Yeah, no, I do not do all that. We have we kind of like hands off. We have a store that does it for us. We submit the designs. But also the other thing is, though, if you are interested in a specific design you like, or one that I've had a few people request a couple of the designs from either, like, I know somebody's asked for my logo, somebody's asked for Artie's, and for Brutus's as well. So yeah, we're gonna work on those too. But I just don't love the store people. Anyway, that's a personal thing. But we have a merch store. We'll work on finding a new distributor maybe that we like a little bit more. It's a little more difficult than you think to find these people. Anyway,
the
but
coffee
if you
mugs
guys know
are good.
one, the coffee mugs are fantastic. In fact, you know what? I don't have it today, but I normally do have them on my podcast. The coffee mugs are fantastic, and the hoodies are decent. I'll let you know about the rest. Anyway, if you want to know details about what you should buy and shouldn't buy, I pretty much bought it all off the store. So just hit me a DM and I'll let you know. But anyway, we do have the merch store too, though, and that's always a fun little thing. But the website was huge, so I want a big thank you to Roxy, because she was amazing in helping with this and doing most of the coding and stuff. And she's an angel to work with what we had. What we had there, redesigned it all, and hopefully it's a little bit easier for you guys to figure out how to navigate. And the other thing with that comes all the new stuff that we are going to be working on. So we can kind of talk about this a little bit, but Brutus gave you a little spoiler alert. Yeah, Brutus gave you a spoiler alert about the price action course. Definitely is coming. All of the courses are actually going to be remade at some point in time. It does take us a little bit to make them. We are expanding all of them. There's a few mini courses that we're going to be working on and making them bigger, and definitely trying to work more with taking the bias tones that we maybe have, depending on who is delivering this course, stripping them away and putting that more into our strategies. So you're not going to get rid of what we do personally. You're going to still see them. They're just going to be focused more in a strategy format. So, and then the actual courses are more factual, the same stuff you would find anywhere else. So that way, if all you want is some course information and some basics all in one place, and you want to take it and leave, then you can. So that's kind of the idea, to make it a little more convenient for you guys and more universal, the knowledge that you're getting. Then the stuff where we personally do our personal versions of it, you'll also be able to still find. It's going to be separated a little bit better. And the roadmap will also, some people have said, hey, the roadmap needs some updating. Definitely is coming as well. But as we make more content and adjust it, the roadmap will get adjusted as well. But yeah, definitely big changes coming as far as the website goes, course content coming up. And we took all the recommendations, like I said, whenever we survey you guys, we write it all out, we look at it, we break it down and figure out what is it that we should be working on in the future for you guys. So we have that all noted, and lots of new exciting things to come. And then I don't know what else is there to talk about with that new stuff coming. There's a lot. I feel like we're working on so much that it's hard to kind of pin it all. But yeah, courses is a big one. Website you guys had asked for, we did give you the new website. Strategy revamps are me thing, and I'm working on them. Happy Trails is the one we're currently working on. They're all getting revamped according to the data that we collected for the past year, which is something we'll do every year. So every time we're collecting and get a new year's worth of data, we go back through all that data that we collect, and then we make the updates and revisions that need to be made on the indicators or the strategies. And that's kind of
I just
a
did
lot.
a
It
sneaky
feels
giveaway.
I see. I'm already trying to get down the numbers. But yeah, I think that we can probably even do another one, because I'm kind of out of talking topics. unless people have like some questions they want to throw in to us while we're on here in the chats, and then I don't know. Maybe you guys can do some Q&As while we do our thank yous and finish up some of these giveaways. Unless Brutus or
Yeah,
Artie has something.
let's do the rest of the giveaways. We'll do 2 more memberships after John. Congrats, John Titus, by the way.
Yeah, congratulations.
You won a 1-month membership. Let's go with the number 2 right now. As many as you guys can.
And someone
Singular 2.
asked, how did we meet as well, for a question.
Oh,
In case we want to
Lots of alcohol in dark rooms. I'm kidding.
stop it. No. That looks so bad on me, Artie. There are 2 men in the
Oh God.
That is not at all factual. If you want to know how we met, actually, podcast number 1, season 1, first episode. If somebody could be an angel, I could probably find it actually, and I will link it for you guys in the chat.
We've actually never met face to face ever.
Yeah, fun fact. All of us live in different countries. Yeah, but I feel like I have because we talk so much. But yeah, we've never met face to face, any of us, but we have all.
Harvey J. Franco, you're the winner.
3 years
of a month.
Congratulations, Harvey.
Yeah.
We should do a retreat at some point when we get to meet at least.
I vote on like a nice tropical island retreat. Just
Yeah, the Maldives maybe.
Yeah, nothing cold. Or like I don't want to go to like a ski place or anything.
All right, let's do number 1.
All right.
1 in the chat. 1 in the
number
chat.
1. Artie's moving this along.
Oh yeah, well we gotta get to the grand prize of a 1-year giveaway.
Someone asked if there's a way to access. Oh, sorry.
No, I was going to say congrats, Harvey. That's all.
If you would like to pay, so you can pay via crypto if you'd like, just for that person asking. But it's only.
Yeah, just go ahead.
Oh,
just make sure we explain how you do it correctly.
Yeah.
Don't give anybody that says they're from the trading floor your crypto money. It's not how it works.
Yeah.
Just email our support team at
Please,
contact@tradefloor.com.
You have only if our email support team has answered you back and told you how to go through that process, then you could pay with crypto if you need to. But it's only the yearly membership that is qualified to be able to be eligible for that. But do not just don't just send anybody money saying that they're the trading floor. Please don't do that.
Especially people on Instagram that impersonate us, because that happens a lot.
Yeah.
All right, the last winner of the monthly membership is Titana Sarun.
Congratulations,
Titana. Welcome to the community. All right, before we get into the grand prize winner, I want to take a minute to thank all of our actual staff who are not on here with this call. Some of them are in the chats moderating. So shout out to Ken and Jay for doing that. But I want to just say thank you to Roxy, who is awesome. She is congratulations to her, who is one of our now newer full-time staff. She is up from part-time to full-time, so congrats to her on that. But she does do our website designing, and she does like all the website maintenance. She now does a lot of the Discord as far as like maintaining the rooms and the things that go on in there, links and stuff like that. She does a ton with the mindset room, which you guys have seen, and you will see content from her if you are in the community when it comes to mindset. So shout out to her. Shout out to Ian, who is out in the Discord, who also does a ton with mindset and helps her. And I think he was lurking around in the chat. I did see him. But shout out to him too, another staff member of ours who helps so much when it comes to the mindset and keeping people in there. And that is a big task. As you can imagine, a lot of people struggle with mindset, trading psychology and stuff like that. And like we already said, we are really big on accepting that and acknowledging it and not trying to sweep it under the rug and act like it doesn't exist. So huge shout out to you guys for doing that. You can check them out when it comes to their content. They do make mindset shorts. They post a lot of content. They do one Q&A a month, like a mindset live Q&A where you can come on and talk with them and have like in person, well, not in person, but like real-time interaction with them, which is really nice. The other thing I want to shout out is Bear. Huge shout out to Bear. He is our back testing, like back-end back tester, does all of the grunt work when it comes to manually placing each one of those trades you see on those sheets that he takes a picture of. huge shout out to him because that is a thankless job. And I want to say thank you for doing that because he's the one who keeps up with that every single month for us and has taken probably 1 million trades at this point and had to mark them up and place them all according to the systems and the rules of that strategy. So big shout out to him. Sven, also a shout out. He does the newsletter. So when you guys are getting spammed by our monthly newsletter, you can thank Sven for that. He's the guy who puts that together.
Actually, thank you, Sven. It's
Thank you. No, it's a thank you, but you can thank him. That is the guy who is creating that for you, and huge thank you to you for real. That really does. That's really nice that you do that for us, and he does a good job of putting it together, trying to keep it compact and nice and easy to read. So big thank you to that. He also does work and back testing as well, and does a lot of our automated testing that you guys don't always see, but we run to make sure that it's getting done. So big shout out to him. Shout out to Jenks, who is my beloved little editor. And thank you for that. He puts up with a lot of editing whoopsies from us. And I would like to say thank you. And he probably has a lot of dirt on us if he ever leaves because he sees the whoopsies that never make it out to you guys. So thank you, Jinx, for putting up with us. And also shout out to him for doing the lives because he has started taking on lives, which is awesome. He shows going through like the real process of having to get a funded account, what the struggles are like doing it, shows that in live time. Like that's been awesome to see. And he's really into SMC. So if you guys like SMC, you can check out his lives. Then we also have Ken, who is amazing. If you've ever had to talk to support, Ken is our main guy in support, and thank you so much, Ken, because another thankless job in my opinion, a job that just never ends. And thank you, Ken, so much for doing what you do. Ken is awesome, and he's always helping us out behind the scenes. So big shout out to him. He was also a big helper when it came to Strategy Wars too. So big kudos to him. Gosh, who am I forgetting? Jay. Oh, Jay. Jay's my main guy. So Jay is my main person here. So shout out to Jay
not
as well.
important.
No, Jay is definitely the main guy, and he keeps everything in check when it comes to all of us and kind of helps us a lot too, the three of us. So he definitely is huge here. So big shout out to Jay. I don't even know what to say Jay does. He does a little bit of everything. He's kind of all over the place. So a big shout out to him because he keeps me sane here sometimes. So thank you to you, Jay. And I think I got all the names. Am I forgetting anybody? Oh my gosh, am I forgetting?
Uh-oh.
Am I forgetting any? Anyway, oh, Sam. Oh my gosh, my coder. Sam, you know why? Because you're so quiet. I forgot about you. I'm so sorry. Sam, shout out to Sam. Literally the genius brain behind our coding when it comes to that. I say what I want and he makes it appear in a code. And I love that. And I'm so grateful to you for that. So thank you so much, Sam. Sam is amazing with that stuff. So seriously, like, kudos, because Sam is a super busy guy and somehow he always makes time for me. And I know that's not always easy because I can be demanding. So thank you very much, Sam, for everything you do here for us. All right, I think I got them all now.
Cool.
All right.
Let's do the grand prize winner. I want you guys to write the word dog into the chat. Easy word to
Explain.
spell, right?
Explain why dog.
Because I was gonna pick pickle, but it's a less easy word to write, so I had to.
Oh, I thought
come
you
up with
had like a
something quick,
genius
and it was dog.
reason.
No, I thought
Oh,
pickle
wow.
was gonna be funnier.
You couldn't go TTF, like
No, no,
no,
because it actually
no.
has to be words. I think YouTube algorithm likes words. Look at the green hearts.
Is this an algorithm? Are you using them for an algorithm right now?
When the chat blows up, the YouTube algorithm is like, "Ooh, something's happening. We should share the stream."
So every person who says cute dog video, they're gonna get recommended this live stream now. Is that what's
Exactly. I
Those
should
poor-
have put cat. Let's
Those
change it to
poor
cat, everyone. I'm
no.
kidding.
Oh, no.
He's kidding. He's kidding. All right.
All right.
Give him a little bit. There's a lag. Like, let's. Oh, you did it. Queen Bee. Congratulations. You should have done B. That's a nice 3-letter word. Congratulations, Queen Bee. Welcome to TTF for the next year. That is exciting.
All right. So for the winners of these giveaways, we have Tom Truslove, Amin Puriran, John Titus, Harvey J. Franco, and Tithiana Sarun. I want all of you guys to email me, because this is the issue with giveaways. I want you to email me at this email that you are going to see in chat right now. And I want you to take a screenshot of your YouTube username, because then that proves to me that it's actually your account that you commented on. And I will give you access for 1 month. And then same with you, Queen Bee, except Queen Bee, say that you won the 1-year membership. And bravo, congratulations.
Yes,
you have
congrats,
a
guys.
horseshoe somewhere on your extremities. That's a lot of luck.
What?
What?
A
Yeah,
horseshoe,
thank you.
a horseshoe
you.
is good luck.
I know what it is. It just was random. All right. Well.
I was trying to keep the profanity down. Okay.
Yeah, you did a really good job this live. I haven't heard one slip up. From
I
you.
know.
Very proud of you.
I've actually been chewing on my tongue the entire live stream.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us during this live stream. I know it was long, 1.5 hours, but if you guys missed any part of this, I'm going to post it up so you guys can rewatch it on 1.5 times X.
Yes. I'll also be repurposing content because it's easy to do. So this will actually get clipped into a podcast that we're doing. So our end of season 2 podcast, I'm going to steal this and post it in there for you guys if you want to watch it there as well, or obviously watch it on Artie's channel if you can. But on the podcast, we'll bring on some of the staff that we did not bring into this one just because it would have went forever. But we do want to bring on some of the staff and acknowledge them. So they will have a couple of minutes to kind of talk about their journey and the beginning of that. And then we'll just kind of clip this in. So if you guys want to watch it, or if you are coming in late or whatever like that, or definitely watch it back on Artie's channel as well. So that is, thank you guys. I think that's it for me. But I just want to say thanks. Like, it's been super cool doing this for the last year, and it's been amazing to watch this project grow, and like the support from literally the community is amazing. Like,
And
I don't
watching
think
people get profitable. That's the best part.
Yeah, but I
That's
don't
the
think
goal.
the 3 of us could have ever imagined like the community would be as good as it is. Like the members that come in, like you guys are literally so amazing. Like I couldn't have asked for anything better. Like as far as the vibes when you guys come in, and like how respectful you are, how well you like. Just you're amazing. You guys all help one another. How well you are with each other. Like it's just I literally am blown away. I've never seen a community. I've been a part of a few communities like in my trading career, and it's like I've never seen a community that is quite like ours when it comes to like how well people treat each other, how good the vibes are. Like it's just amazing. So huge.
And who
thank
knows,
you
you
to
might find
guys.
your trading
Yeah,
style.
we're like low key apparently we're low key like a like a trading matchmaking company. We didn't even realize it. Like
The trading floor. Come for profit, stay for love.
Yeah,
New
I
mission
love
statement.
it. I love it. No, you guys. But in all seriousness, thank you so much, and thank you, Artie and Brutus. You guys have been amazing as well. So it's been a fun year, and I look forward to like 10 more of these at least. You know what I mean?
Cool.
20 years maybe.
I will still be bald.
By I was gonna say by then Artie and I will be like super old on camera, but Brutus will look great still. Like
Maybe he'll be bald like me. You never know. Genetics.
I don't know. He's got a lot of hair.
I think I'll get a transplant probably.
I actually went through my last laser hair surgery stuff. So
it looks good on you. Bald looks good. I remember seeing your picture with hair, and I was like, no, you look better bald.
How amazing is it that I'm a bald guy talking about scalping the markets? It's just perfect.
I never put that together, but that's a super good dad pun. You should put it in a video.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us today, guys. I will post this in the Telegram group later, so you can watch the replay, and we will see you in the next one. I am starting. Never mind. I'll talk about it in the Telegram group. You guys have a great day. Thank you so much for joining me, Christy and Brutus, and for all of the other people that participated in this call. Thank you so much, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.